Well, it's my job today to thank people, but I thank you, Rob. I thank Rob for his kind words. Early on when I met Rob, we do quite a lot of things together actually. Despite Rob, I think he went quite easy on me, but we do the normal things that you'd expect of a father-in-law, son-in-law to do together. We watch Top Gear, we try and get Top Gear tickets, we never manage it. We go to the driving range and we play golf. So I was quite touched when Rob chose me to come and buy his new car with him. So we went to a car dealership, a big supermarket in West London. We were there at 8 o'clock in the morning. We looked at a few cars, we drove one. The hours got on, we drove another one. Got to lunchtime, we still haven't got one. We found the right sort of thing, but it was the wrong colour, so we kept going. By 5 o'clock, we thought, well, actually, we should probably leave now. We haven't found it. So 9 hours of car shopping without a car. But then a couple of weeks later, when we were back down, Rob said, you'll laugh, James, actually, you know, that colour that I didn't like in the car we didn't get, my neighbour's got that one. Actually, I quite like it now after all. So I did see the funny side. But also, actually, I realised what a great guy Rob is and how much I appreciate his words and being part of the family. So thank you for that, Rob. So this has been quite a historic weekend for a number of reasons. This is probably the first and last time that I'm going to be able to talk freely on Mel's behalf about marriage. I hope I don't let her down or embarrass myself in that way. This has been a big weekend for me. In the last 48 hours, I've got married, I've finished work, I've been to Madrid, got kidnapped, and now we are really grateful for all our friends and families, or friends and family, I guess that now is. Does that mean I call you Dad? I have no idea. To being here today. One of the things about getting married slightly later than tradition normally dictates is that we've got quite a few our senior relatives or senior generations in our family are either not with us or unable for health reasons to make it today. Thinking of Mel's grandparents, of course, who are unable to make it for health reasons. So I think what I'd like to do is if you'd all raise a glass, please, to absent friends.
Absent friends.
So this wedding feels like it's taken quite a while. It's only been a big part of Mel's and I's life. There's been hand-making invitations, hand-making menus, designing them, printing them, finding special software, special paper, spray mounting, making little cards for the cakes and little cards for the tables. I have been extremely busy. On the journey to getting married, which was absolutely fantastic, there's been a few things along the road that have made it really special. The energy and enthusiasm with which the bridesmaids continued to go shopping was remarkable. So I was particularly amazed at. And so Mel would really like to thank the bridesmaids for all the work that went into that and the help with the shopping and the wedding dresses. I would like to thank the husbands who accompanied me in pubs and parks. That sounds bad, but whilst that shopping was going on as well. So I've got to thank the Grooms party. I honestly don't know where to start. So the way that Sarah done the music today was absolutely faultless. The way that Julian and Paul have managed to lose my speech and I'm now running off an iPad is absolutely fantastic. But it has all happened and it's all got here and we're all very pleased. So I think I don't know if I've said thank you enough, but there's one person I obviously need to thank, and that's my new wife. I'm sure I'm not going to get bored of saying thank you to my wife, not only for such a fantastic wedding. She didn't do it all herself, but I did organise the tractor, obviously that was But thanks, it's really hard to thank Mel because this wedding does mean so much to me. Mel means so much to me, and the way that life is just so much better with Mel in my life, it's just fantastic. So thank you very much, Mel. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you would please raise a glass to Melanie. So I think I've done most of my thanking, but there was one thing that I felt that we ought to share as a family. There's been obviously there's been a few medical concerns, but there's been something in our family that we haven't really talked about. There's been something that's been a focus of lots of late night worry, lots of hushed conversations in rooms with doors closed. It's been the source of lots of sleepless nights. I am of course talking about Paul's memory. He can regale us with stories of his recent tours around America. Last year he spent 5 weeks travelling around America. He can repeat those details faultlessly. He can tell us about what it's like to be a housemaster in one of Surrey's leading independent private schools. But when it comes to stories around his childhood 10, 15 years ago, they're just overlaid with fantasy and fiction. What do we do as a family? Well, we support him, we smile along. What we never do, we never hold it against the person the stories are about. We know at the end of the day. So without any further ado, I'll hand over to the best man. Thank you.